it will not work. It will give the, if the knight gives the support, it is also getting captured with the rook. So this fork is going to work. The rook can capture any of the piece. If the knight moves, you can take the other piece. If the bishop moves, you can take the another piece. So the fork, why it is called as a fork? As it doesn't give you the slip any piece. It's just, if you remember, I hope everybody eats the Maggie, okay? Maggie or noodles. Can you eat the Maggie or noodles with the spoon? No, you can't eat with the spoon. You have to take the fork for it, so that the Maggie will not slip off the spoons. That is why it is called as a fork in the chess as well. You will get definitely one piece. Okay, you will have the material advantage of the one piece. So that is why it is called as a fork. So fork can be done with every piece, each and every piece, including king and pawn can do the forks. Just check this position. So look at this position. This is the pawn fork. Pawn is giving the attack on two pieces, king and knight. He has to remove the check. You will get the knight. So each piece can give the fork. This is the example of the fork. It is not the double attack. Some says that it is the part of the double attack. The fork is the part of the double attack. Then again, look at this. See, this is the bishop fork. Bishop is attacking. Okay. Bishop is attacking on the rook and the king. Okay. I hope everybody can see this small board as well. I'm not going to the big board as I'm explaining just, yeah, I'm just explaining the very basic things. So bishop is attacking on the king and the rook. So this is the bishop fork. So each and every piece can do the fork. So check this. This is the king fork. King is attacking on the knight as well as the rook. Yes, it might be possible that rook has given the check without the support. So it's the black's turn now. Black is to move. So black will either capture the rook or the knight. So this is the king fork. So one piece is there and there are attacks are there on two pieces. So this is the fork. I hope everybody has got the fork. Now I am shifting to the double attack. Oops. I'm stopping the sharing. Just give me a minute. Okay, now look at this position. What you can do here? Put it in the chat box. But the rook can support the knight, knight g4 and knight b5. Two answers are there. Arjun, Dakshayani, knight b5. Okay, Sania is telling me knight g4 check. Rook can support the knight. So correct, knight b5 is the answer. Knight g4 is not there. Okay, so knight b5 is the answer. So look at the difference here. Two pieces attacking on the two pieces. So only one piece is not giving a threat. So Arjun, you said correctly. There are the different threats by the different pieces here. Unlike the fork. In the fork, only one piece gives a threat. And generally, the double attack is given with the discover. Okay, you have to use the discover attack for the double attack. Generally, okay, not 100%. or not all the times. So here knight is giving the check. It is the double attack with check. So knight is giving the check and the rook is giving the attack on the queen. So queen cannot capture the rook. As the check is there, you have to remove the check. And if you remove the check, you will win the queen. So double attack means two attacks with the two different pieces. Kajal. Hello, Kajal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, my chat box is there. It's something technically I'm not getting it.
Just a minute.
Means I'm getting it, but it's happening too large, so I can't see the board actually. Something is done by me actually. What should I do now?
That.
Yeah, I have minimized that actually, but when I'm maximizing that, it's doing some problem. So I'm not able to see the chats and the board at a time.
Okay, can close the chat box and
Okay,
just
should
open
get
again
close
if you're
and
not able to
open again.
resize it.
Okay, I'll check that.
Are you able to resize it? Are you able to see the cursors over there?
No, I've seen that resizing. It's not. Yeah, I've just closed it and no, it's again. Okay, cursor. Yes, that. Okay. Yeah, I could resize it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, just give me a second, okay? Yeah, the next one, bishop d4. Okay. So correct. I think everybody has got the double check. Double attack. Yes, so here it's the bishop d4 attacking on the king and the queen again. Correct. So just quickly go through this with check, double attack with check. Yeah, you can call it even discover attack. Okay, we are going towards that discover attack also we are going to see. So discover attack including double attack. Okay, always it is also the discover attack, but the double attack is there. Discover attack means only you are removing the knight and you are giving the attack on only one piece. That is the discovered attack. So what is here again? Knight g5 attacking on the king. So in the discover attack, this knight won't give the attack on the king. It will just remove from between the two queens. Okay. Bharat, are you getting what is the difference between the discover attack and the double attack? Okay. So knight g5 is the answer. Correct. Just we will go to some hard puzzles now. Not exactly hard, just a level up. So first we will complete some forks and then we will shift to again this discovery and double attacks. Okay. So I'm again shifting to the forks. Including some other forks. We are going to do the knight forks, queen forks, and the other forks. The other forks we will not do. We will not go into the deep puzzles. So I'm just giving even the knight forks. So here we are going to the forks again. So just find it here. What you can do. Okay, sorry, I have not shared the screen. Yes, answers please. Who is Sania? Okay. Sania, check your answer again. Sania is telling me rook d6, but it is not the fork because the bishop is already supported. And when you do the fork, generally you have to keep it in mind that you have to find the pieces which are not supported. Generally, we do the fork on the pieces which are not supported. Knight 6. Okay, very good, Arjun. Arjun, what is your rating? Just can you recall me? Dakshayani, check it again. Dakshayani is telling me bishop e4. You are doing the skewers, okay? That is example of the skewers, but I think that can be saved. So just think on your answer. Okay, Arjun. Yes, Sania. Sania and Arjun are going to the answers. Dakshayani, have you checked your answer? It can be saved. What they are doing? Yes, Dakshayani. Now you got your answer. Why it was wrong? Bishop e4. So Dakshayani said me the bishop e4. Okay, bishop e4 attacking on the knight and the rook. So it is the type of the skewers. Okay, if you know, it is called as a skewers. It is a one-line attack. It is the skewers. So if the knight moves, you can take the rook. But how the black? Okay. How the black can save this? If you take the bishop to e4, how can it be saved? Is rook into knight is there, so you won't get anything. You will lose the knight and you'll get the knight. So it can be saved. So generally, whenever you do the tactics, you have to think that are they going to save with each other, going to be saved with each other or not. So bishop e4 is not the answer. You are not getting anything from that. Rook d6 also the same thing. The bishop is already supported, so just the black will move the knight and he can save both of the pieces. So you will not get any material advantage here. It is some difficult level of the knight fork, okay? Not very basic, not even very difficult. It is the between the puzzle. So knight d6 is the correct answer. See, where is the fork? Now it is the hidden fork here. Everybody just concentrate. It is the hidden fork here on knight d6. Though you can see the attack on the rook, the another attack is on the square. This is the hidden square f7, where you are giving the mate threat. Yes, Santhan, well, okay. Someone new is there. Okay. So knight f7 threat is here. Can everybody find the checkmate? So for this, you have to be very perfect in the checkmate in one moves or two moves. So knight is giving a fork on the rook. If he moves the rook, he will simply go to the f7 and the mate is there. So here, where are the two attacks? Means the fork, not the double attack, two attacks. Okay, it is the two attacks from the fork. So one attack is on the rook and another attack is on the f7, from where it is giving the threat of the mate. So 2 or 3 persons from you could give me the answer correctly. So this is the knight fork with the mate threat. Okay, we have seen knight fork with the check in the earlier example. It can be even without checks. So here it was without check and even with the mate threat. So we will go to the next example. Again the knight fork. Now you got the idea what you have to do. Who didn't get the answer, now you can try. What you said? Knight d6, rook b8, knight f7. Yeah, Santan is correct. Yeah, in real game also, Bharat, you can get these things. If you are going through these puzzles, you are practicing these puzzles at home, you will get it. You will see it in the games, okay? You have to keep finding it. What my knight is doing, where it is attacking, where it is giving a fork or not. All the things you have to keep it in mind and keep thinking when playing a game. That is the time given for, okay, when you play the game in the tournaments, the time is given for that only. You have to just check all, each and each pieces you have to check. along with overall position on the board. You have to combine or coordinate each pieces, and you have to look at the board in that vision. Again the same, yes, and D6 again forking. Dakshayani and I think Arjun have given me the same answer. Yes, Dakshayani and Arjun. Others?